right, it's 6 o'clock, and welcome. We're going to go live, a very special edition of the IT and the D Show, our 2-year anniversary. We're sitting here in the Stray Cat Lounge, Clinton Township, Michigan, for IT and the D First Wednesday event, and we brought the remote gear out, and we decided,
just for giggles,
screw it.
Because it's a day, and it's today. It was 2 years ago today when we first sat down at the Raw Radio X studios and did our very first show. And here we are 2 years later with our own new studio.
About 6 million listeners.
No, it's up over 7 on SoundCloud. I checked.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's it's crazy. 2 years.
Starting so I guess it's official. Can we drop the bomb?
Now I can stop saying I'm never going to say we're not the media anymore, because apparently we're the media.
Clearly. Can we drop the proverbial bomb though?
Shoot.
The network. We are since we have the studio, I think we have the traction.
Oh, and Tulio shows up to say
we are going to it's official. Podcast Detroit is now official. We're going to start the network.
We've got a bunch of folks that have already approached us about wanting to run their own show. Folks, whether it's people that are in the industry or some folks from the wrestling world that we're going to try to pull in that want to do their thing.
Kicking and screaming.
Probably until we show them the dollar signs, and then I'll be okay.
Mike's going to have a show, he just said. So.
Oh, he absolutely should.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good time. And, I mean, it's one of those things where why not? And it doesn't need to be a revenue stream for us, thankfully. So we're going to try to take our time and do it right, and that's really all that matters to us.
Well, and I think the whole point is everybody's like, well, I'd love to do it. Like Mike just said, I want to do it, but what about editing? What about advertising? What about this? What about that? And it's like,
so all you Specs Howard interns out there, or Specs Howard students that want to be interns.
Thank you, Livy.
Hey, by the way, can I get 2 more of the Moscow Mules? And one of them for him. But yes, thank you. So yes, welcome to Stray Cat, where they have really, 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 really good Moscow Mules.
Amongst other things.
But no, so the network's, we're up and running 24/7. At the end of the day, you can hook into our stream any time of day or night, and you're going to hear us right now. We've got our back catalog playing. We've got some music mixed in there. We've got some commercials mixed in there. We've got... that's the nice part. I mean, it's another good kick for our sponsors. The 30-second commercials and reads that we do are going to wind up being live 24/7 and rotating, and it's a good thing.
But if you look at it from a trial, error, and feedback perspective, the time you spent figuring crap out probably could have been at least a full-time job for 6 months over the last 2 years. So basically, we're taking all that time investment and just kind of delivering.
Exactly. We already did it. It's like everything we've ever done as a group.
Fell on our face.
We've screwed up every way that it's possible to screw up, and so learn from our mistakes and just take advantage of our, let's call it experience.
I tried to explain, the experience, my ass. I tried to explain today at an event earlier, like what the podcast's about, and then they're like, "So it's technical? You're talking about like no." So I go no. They're like, "Well, what the hell is it?" And I said, "Well, imagine hanging out with your IT department at the bar." I go, that's really... I go, it's as simple as that. And I go, they looked at me, they're like, well, and Mike Brennan, God love him, he goes, me and Foster scratch our heads going, how'd these guys do it? And I go, Mike...
We're asking the same question.
Well, I know. We don't know either. I go, you think we know? It's not like, we're producing
It's not like we had a master plan. It's not like, no.
That was the blog that I wrote, the How to Suck Less and Starting a Podcast.
Ian's here. He wants his meatball sandwich.
Ian gets a meatball sandwich. One star review on Yelp. Well, that's the only way you get one. But that blog we wrote, the How to Suck Less at Starting a Podcast, that was like one of the... we didn't go into this for podcast domination.
No.
I never even listened to one.
No, we went into this for us sitting around drinking for 2 hours every Monday night. Talking smack.
Well, this is what happens when you get fat and can't play softball anymore, is you start a podcast. Otherwise, they'd be playing softball and playing in the over 40 soccer.
Playing Tulio Soccer League. And
right, exactly. But no, I'd rather just sit down and start bullshitting in a microphone.
Right.
Way more suited to my stature these days.
Well, you work with the tools you have at hand. That's
Right, you are a tool, which is you. Right, so
Again, we forgot the bell.
we did.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was great though. Jared, did you send that the Wired piece of the top 5 things you need for
No,
a
that was
podcast?
Matt Thompson.
Oh, Matt Thompson
shot
sent
that
it.
across.
But so
The,
like,
the 5 essential pieces of equipment for a podcast, and it was like this mic, this. Number 5 was
the hotel bell. Like, are you kidding? So it's like a hotel bell, $5. I'm like, oh my god, it's hilarious. Like, because it was a very serious article, and then it's great that they.
well, because we were lost for 2 weeks without the cheesy motel bell at the new studio.
I was forced to say ding,
Right.
which didn't
Well,
quite.
and,
That
like-
just doesn't work. You
No.
can't vocally do the ding.
Well,
No.
we tried it at Penguicon with the whoever found the wrestling bell via the iPad. Oh, it was Brian that found that, and
right.
that didn't work either. No, you need to have the bell.
Well, that's the problem if you have the phone open, like we were trying to do the Crickets app, but then everyone that texts you is this, and
Right.
everyone that, calendar invite that. And
Yep.
My phone, I got to keep my volume off of my stupid phone 'cause it's like Alert Central. And I wish I knew how
That's
to.
because you're so popular, Bob. So popular.
No, 90% of them are Clash of Clans push notifications that I can't change.
I wouldn't admit that, Bob.
I got hooked into.
All right, I'm into SimCity. I get it.
I needed a game on my phone.
It's my payback. He got me sucked into Mafia Wars that took away basically 5 years of my life. I'm getting him into Clash of
See,
Clans.
this is where me and Dave have issues.
Like 1/5 of the
I'll go-
Facebook user base is Dave's Mafia Wars accounts.
Oh, I think they are. There's at least 30 or 40,000. I don't know how he gets so many email addresses or keeps. But I go, Dave, Mafia Wars, you should check it out.
So I
So then-
avoided. No, here's the. So I avoided Facebook. Like I wasn't joining Facebook. Kiss my ass. I feel no need to connect with anybody on Facebook. Bob calls me up and it was 4th of July weekend, 2007.
And screw you for remembering that.
And he was like, would you just stop being Amish and get on goddamn Facebook? I need help. And I'm like, why? He's like, I need help with this stupid wiener Mafia Wars game, and you have to be on Facebook, and you're a game guy. You'll figure this shit out. Just get on Facebook and help me. Fine. I joined Facebook. I start playing. 3 months
I'm noticing
later,
a theme here. Bob calls, helps you with Facebook. Bob calls, you start doing
We run a wrestling
lady.
promotion.
Bob calls, what will Bob call next?
See, the difference is, I go, Mafia Wars. All I said was say, get on Mafia Wars. I didn't say have 32,000 accounts. I didn't say be the number one
But you
player
know
in the
Dave.
world.
You know Dave. When you
not my fault.
unleash the Dave, it's a Pandora's box of nerdery.
I just gave the rock to the crack addict. I had no idea what was going to happen from there.
I don't. I claim complete
We'll just
innocence.
start calling Bob the Sugar Man.
So yeah, 6 months later, Bob has stopped playing, and I'm in a Mafia Wars clan as a godfather and running 19 different accounts and just insane stuff. Yeah. So Clash of Clans is my payback. That's what it is.
I said come hang out at wrestling. I didn't say
No.
you didn't.
Let's be honest. The phone call was, "Hey man, I need you to meet me at the Ritz Detroit. That's the crappiest dive bar on the planet. Why? I'm about to invest in a wrestling circuit. I need you to stop me.
But
All right, man. I'm there in 20.
I didn't tell you to learn how to do event flyers and waste half your weekend. And then you bitch at me. Well, it took so much time. I didn't tell you to do that.
But it needed done.
Yeah,
That's the nature of our relationship. See, we've had this conversation before. This
Dave
is why my
Phillips.
to-do list is much longer than your to-do list.
Dave Phillips, if it needs to be done, well, he'll do it. He'll take
it's-
or
someone's
Dave
gotta do
Phillips,
it.
he'll take it for the team.
No, it's
Right.
a classic sales guy versus engineer mentality. I'm on the golf course trying to get people to buy shit while he's sitting in the data center looking at green blinking lights. You can relate to this.
You, Emin,
And I hate you. I'm on green. I'm looking at these damn green blinking lights. while
You told the client our software did what?
I totally do that. I did what I had to do to secure the business, sir.
Sorry, did you take that client to the strip club?
Goddamn right I did.
It's amazing.
Moscow mules are being delivered. What a great place. If you have not been to Stray Cat Lounge, it's on 18 and Garfield in Clinton Township. It's the old Robustos from Grosse Pointe. It's honestly, I don't even know what to call this. 5-star? It's 5-star establishment, no question.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Food's great, drinks are great.
Dude, those steak
Scenery's
bites.
How the hell did you get in here?
I got in before they carded everyone.
Right. No, dude, I've said it. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Those steak bites, I want an entire cow prepared that way. Like that. Those are just phenomenal. I don't know what they season them with. I don't know what that zip sauce is, but that's incredible stuff they've got going on.
So we are. So we're at what, episode 95 this Monday?
Yeah, Monday's going to be 95.
God almighty.
So is this like 94B, 94
like
and a half?
94 and a half. Yeah, it's like Naked Gun 33 and a third.
Right, I was just thinking
The
the same
final
thing,
outrage.
Right.
The stray cat episode, if you will.
I heard rumors that they are doing Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2.
Right.
That they're waiting. Were you telling me this?
That would be amazing.
No, they're waiting for the new Star Wars movies to come out so they have some material. Mel Brooks is sitting on his hands waiting to redo Spaceballs. So
That would be great.
Because he doesn't have the entire prequels to work with.
no. Oh, that's right. He didn't do that either. He should have done that. I don't know. Just can they Point? Did you see Point Break that they're doing, Tulio?
They're redoing Point Break. They're remaking Big Trouble in Little China. I want to drop a tactical nuke on Hollywood. That's all there is to it. That's where I finally landed.
No,
on
and my
this
thing with
nonsense.
Point Break was they could have had a bunch of guys sitting around a bonfire on a beach going, "Hey, did you remember those stories back in the '90s about those guys that presidents and they robbed the banks?
The dead president.
We should totally do that, man. And like make it like a copycat and extend it. Like, did you see Mad Max yet? Like Mad Max was an extension. It wasn't a retell, it was brilliant because it didn't. I don't want to see that like RoboCop completely pooped the bed in my opinion. They tried to retell the story and it was toilet.
Well, so that's why I was laughing. Is like all the articles are coming out now about the new Mad Max movie where they're like, "Oh, the thing you missed while watching Mad Max is who Mad Max actually is," and I'm like, that's the plot point that everyone I know that went and saw the movie talks about. Nobody missed that.
Number 15 will blow you away.
Yeah, nobody missed that at all.
I still want someone to explain to me, and I have looked it up online. I want to find out, because obviously in the 79 one, Toe Cutter didn't die, right? He didn't get him.
Right.
The blonde streak, that guy. So the guy that played the bad guy, what the heck's his name? Not Immortal Joe. What was his name in the new one? That was the guy that played Toe Cutter in 79. He's like a 70-year-old man now. Same guy. So I'm like wondering, well, wait, now is this Toe... I'm not ruining anything, but I'm just saying, is it Toe Cutter like survived and now he became like the warlord, right? Or is it just like by coincidence they use the same character?
Well, see, and I was actually talking about Mad Max.
What about?
Well, so and maybe you didn't see this, maybe you didn't catch this the first time around. All of the articles that are coming out now is that it's the kid with the boomerang that is Mad Max. That he inherited like the mantle and title of Mad Max from the original, and there's all these like little clues and hints in the movie that that's the real story. That it's not
the monkey boy.
It's the kid with the boomerang. That it's not a remake. It's a continuation, and that's the point. It's a continuation. So then the Toe Cutter thing makes sense because then it's the kid with the boomerang who grows up, and Mad Max eventually died, and yada yada.
I'm mind blown now. Not shit energy. I'm completely mind blown. I think they had one of the. If you saw the movie, like those two little midget guys that do the real estate, you ever see those? Like not like midgets, but I'm talking like the little scrunched up ones.
Yeah.
He did like one of those. I think one of those guys was in the movie in like a little pulley cart.
Really?
It totally looked. I know that guy from the infomercials. Well, it's kind of like Willow.
They couldn't get Yan from the Yan can.
Willow
if Yan can do it, you can too.
Right.
Infomercial? No.
Well, like Willow played one of the Ewoks, and then Willow was in episode 1 in the pod race. Like that was I was mind blown. I remember when I found out the Emperor from Jedi was the same was Palpatine.
Yeah.
I was mind blown. It was the same dude. Like that's not true. That's impossible. Like it's the same guy. Like,
well, that was the long meme that was floating around about like the backstory you missed between Raiders and like the whole Star Wars series was, the guy that played Hitler is actually the guy that played Admiral Mahdi, and so this guy played Vader. This is the voice of Vader, and this is and so it was and Clear and Present Danger was the other one because it was okay. So Vader kills him, and then he kills Vader in Clear and Present Danger, and it was the whole back and forth of these two character actors killing each other through movies.
Did you ever see what Spielberg did with Raiders? Like the whole like big boulder scene.
Yeah.
Do you know that was stolen from like a 1930s movie?
Oh, yeah.
Frame by frame by frame by frame. It's on YouTube. It's a black and white, and it's the exact same shit, like identical. It's nothing original. That whole thing. I still think they need to make the movie with that comic book where
Han Solo and Chewbacca.
where Chewbacca. So basically, they go through a space-time continuum, and the Millennium Falcon crashes in the Pacific Northwest.
in like 1800s Pacific Northwest.
So Han Solo gets killed by Indians, and Chewbacca becomes Sasquatch, right? So then, like, in the 1940s, Indiana Jones uncovers the Millennium Falcon wreckage, and Han Solo's
Skeleton in the gear, and he's like, I feel like I've been here before. Or
There's a whole comic book based on that. I'm like, that would be a phenomenal movie. Too bad they'll never do it. That's why they need more, like, Han Solo versus, like, Indiana Jones. Oh, that'd be... Instead of, like, Batman, Superman, that needs to be expanded.
Instead of Alien Predator.
Right. Oh, that one was terrible. So stupid.
Yeah, I don't really understand how that managed to...
Flash Gordon versus the Flash.
Battle of the Flashes. It's a whole different kind of movie.
When are they making the Voltron? They made this stupid Pacific Rim movie.
That would not be a bad idea. With
No.
today's CGI?
Yeah. You totally do Voltron. Transformers was awful. Stupid Dinobots. The last one was terrible. It needs to get scrapped. The whole series, everything. Michael
Just
Bay,
do
go
none
to
of them
hell.
anymore?
No, you ruined them. They could have been so good.
That's
You
like
gotta make 'em-
blasphemy because they've been shot in the area. Oh my gosh.
No, you got to make them. You got to make it campy, cartoony. You can't. Like I always thought Transformers was a little bit hokey. It's like
Yeah.
making Flash Gordon like cool. No, he's campy.
Yeah.
Like I always thought like the Ben Affleck Batman should be like the Adam West style.
Now now there's a few heroes though that work really well making it more serious, like what Marvel's recently done with what's his name? Not the blind guy.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
Daredevil.
Those are phenomenal.
They're phenomenal, but Daredevil by definition is a dark character, and I don't think people realize how dark he was.
The Ben Affleck movie was one giant pile of
but the
toilet.
series is really really
can only
good.
see
Oh,
when
I
it's
blew
raining.
through it in a weekend. That's how good it was.
Yeah, it was
I
awesome.
sat and burned through that whole thing.
It was much better to like embrace the darkness with a character like Daredevil, and then go with the campy. Like you have to play into what the character is.
Well, Gomer Pyle from Full Metal Jacket, what's his name? Vincent, whatever. He was amazing in it. Like, he was such a, like, I don't want to say multi-dimensional character. Whatever. That was the best casting they could have done.
There's Bob, the film reviewer. He's a multi-dimensional character with a depth that he brought to the screen that was insatiable. It was,
It gets one middle finger. That's what it gets.
One middle. Is that Bob's review site?
Yeah, exactly.
RodMiddleFingers.com?
One middle, four middle fingers is you suck. One middle fingers, I'll watch it. But, so what's
So
up?
positive.
You were just on with us Monday.
Yo, I know. I just came here to party.
No, I know. It's all good. So anything new going on in the Daily Detroit world?
Well, Jack White bought a building downtown and is actually moving a Third Man Records.
Did they throw
coming
a
back to the
parade?
D. Apparently they have.
I
been a
thought he was
huge
all like,
traffic thing.
screw Detroit, I'm going to Tennessee.
I think he's really like re-embracing it. He paid that tax bill for the Masonic Temple. Was it last year? To save the place so that it wouldn't go into foreclosure.
What's he going to do this year?
Well, I mean, he bought that store. It's going to be right next to Shinola. There's going to be that record store there. And it's really gotten a buzz in the music community because there's still this large affection with Jack. And, with all the history he has, I mean, he lived in Indian Village for a while. Definitely somebody who's, like, lived as amongst the Detroiters as opposed to, like, out in wherever.
Is he moving back? I mean, that's the whole thing with, like, I think that's why people gave the whole Aquaman brewery thing crap. Because he's not moving back, right?
Yeah, but on the other hand, though, isn't it investment? Like, it's kind of good to see different things happen. I mean, that kind of story may not be the place I go to more than once to see it. But
it's kind of like I told you when I brought my boss to town. We went to go eat at Slows, went to Sugar House, and he's like, he lives down in Lauderdale, Miami, and he's like, yeah, a couple of my buddies have a whole city block. They paid like $2.2 million for it. And he goes, "Let's go. Can we drive around?" Like I'm going to text him right now. And they're sitting on it. They're Mandy Maroon and Slumlord and all this just grassland. They don't care.
I think there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of
the
things.
problem. The one thing buying a building, it's two things. Like,
Well, he's
rehabbing
definitely
it.
doing it. The plans are already out. I got the information from their press people that it's going to be open pretty soon, actually by the fall. And that actually he's going to own that whole building that the Shinola retail store is in, that the Jolly Pumpkin is in. So he's really made a pretty major move in that area.
I was not impressed with Jolly Pumpkin. Can I throw that one out there?
I
love the building.
Yeah,
the beer was
great.
good. Drinks were good. Actually,
No. Don't get liquor there. I had liquor that just
the garlic vodka was awesome.
Yeah, but like the other stuff that is not like straight.
Yeah.
Don't get anything not straight there because that was so sweet. I felt like I was gonna puke.
But their pizza, not so
pizza's
much.
Yeah, and the beer is good, but that's what you go there for, right?
Yeah,
go there for the
the one
beer.
thing. That's the one thing I always say. Like that pizzeria by my house, I
It's
joke
got a
with them
huge
every day.
following. There's
I go
gonna be devoted people who love
like
it.
112. I go, you got to get your ass down to Michigan Ave.
Yeah, open
and
up a branch on Michigan Avenue, and it'll be a big deal.
Right. God knows why.
But it's the truth. I mean, look,
Like you could open up a cat food restaurant in Midtown. People go, "Oh, it's so amazing."
There's this great. So one of our food reviewers, Janice I, who's I love her
it's
to death.
true.
Well,
Yeah.
one of our food reviewers, Janice, and she's awesome. She did this great thing on this place called Kitchen Hanzo, which is 100% authentic Japanese food. But the thing is, it's out in Birmingham. No crickets. You know what I mean? I guarantee you, if that sucker was in Midtown or Corktown, everyone would be like, "Oh my God, there's authentic Japanese
Anthony
food."
Bourdain's here.
Right. Whereas like this Kitchen Hanzo place is really, really good if you want the real deal. But it's in Birmingham or wherever.
And case in point, Green Dot Stables. You
Yeah.
put that in Sterling Heights.
I mean, don't
and
get
it's
me wrong. I think
it's
what Jock's
bowling
doing
alley
is
food.
great.
It's
I think
bowling alley
all that-
food.
But I think Jock's brilliant in Johnny Noodle King and in Green Dot Stables. There's a business brilliance to
Because
that.
you look at like Coonan Brewery, shit location, right? It's on 13 and Mound. It's
Yeah.
been there for
A
what,
gazillion.
16 years?
Yeah. I only found out about it a couple years ago.
Their beer is outstanding. They do it right. No one talks about them at all.
And I mean, I don't want to bring up a sponsor that I love very much because of, oh my God, Reuben Egg Rolls from heaven. But like Falling Down, same thing, right? They're right next to the racetrack, and that's a great thing. But if there was that kind of brand in the middle of downtown, all the media would be going over it. Now, would that make money? I don't know, right? But like,
I don't get. Is the media trying to? That's the thing. Like
No,
you're in the middle of. You're in the middle of it. Is it a self-promotion thing?
No, I'll be completely honest with you. It goes where the traffic is. We post, and I've talked with other editors in other places. You post something somewhere else other than downtown, nobody cares. Even the suburban audience doesn't engage. The audience comes when you talk about Detroit.
I think
that's
it's
just the reality.
I think it's because it's new. Like I don't like 112 is across the street from my house. It's not an event. When I go downtown or when I go to Midtown, it's an event.
Well, and you wrap that in with the transformation story.
Right. I remember when the old Wayne State days, and you tell stories and all. I don't do that in Sterling Heights, right? I don't do that on Hall Road.
But I mean, downtown Detroit and the Detroit in general is the center of the region still in people's minds, I think. And when you go to Chicago, you don't think about the places out in Skokie. You think about downtown or
Actually,
the
Chicago's
riverfront.
different. You can't. They don't do that whole you're not Chicago enough crap.
No, but what I'm saying is,
they
is
don't
that,
do
like, when you
312
visit
days.
Chicago, then you
Chicago's together.
No, I agree with you, but if you think about when you visit to Chicago, what predominates the conversation, you don't really think about places to go to like Skokie. You know what I mean?
Skokie's actually upcoming. Yeah, that's where my grandparents are from.
Okay, yeah, Patrick's.
There's a big.
My business partner.
There's a big hipster movement in Skokie right now.
My
My
business
cousin just
partner's
moved
dad
there.
lives over there. Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of hipster movement, I just got...
By the way, Bob, I
You just had one?
No, I just got my ass ripped we moved to Ferndale, and apparently now I have new hipster glasses. And so will we be buying one-speed bikes and pedaling around Ferndale as we talk about our show?
You know what we should do? We should do a photo shoot
aren't
of
hipster
you and
glasses.
Bob on Fixies.
These are my Leonard Big Bang Theory glasses, apparently.
We
I'm
are
okay with that.
We should
we're
just
buying
for-
the fat tire bikes.
Okay.
And we're gonna wear skinny jeans, and we're gonna wear wool scarves, and we're gonna we're gonna pull rickshaws, and we're gonna start our own slow roll, but only like the IT and the D slow roll, like only for IT people. and it's going to be
We're going to shuttle people
Which
that work
means
at
they're all
Quicken.
drones.
Yeah,
No, we're going to
be
shuttle
drones.
people that work at Quicken from the parking
Segway.
garages.
Oh, Tulio nailed it.
What?
Slow roll. We're all on Segways. That's it. We're going to do it on Tuesdays.
That won't be very
The
slow.
electric roll?
Exactly. we're chewing up all the all the power. So we're
Really funny if you guys
We're
like start
bad for the
running out of
environment. Those are-
batteries like halfway through, and
That's
you're
what I'm
just
saying.
screwed. And wherever you land is where you drink.
That's why there's got to be a couple people on rickshaws to pull them like tow trucks.
I had this idea in my head that sometime for a stunt you guys should do slow roll, but hire Motor City Pedicab to bike you through slow roll while you ride in the back.
No. We need like fat guys on Schwinn's, and then we can call it Jelly Roll.
Oh, I like jelly roll.
And then we need.
no, I like.
And then we need I want a chariot pulled by two guys on Schwinn's. That's what I want. I want to reenact Gladiator. Is what
While
I
I'm
think we should
eating
do.
grapes,
We can be Ben Hur.
right? Drinking wine. Ben Hur. So hey, it's 6:30. We're gonna take a couple-minute break, take a bio break, grab a drink.
Just listen to the music in the background.
Yeah, they're playing "Isn't She Lovely" by Stevie Wonder,
I
the jazz
feel
version.
I feel so romantic with you, Bob and Dave. I feel this is like a bromance.
I was going to say,
here.
if you start making bromance cracks again, I may have to hit you.
It is.
Because it was next to next to Emily's giggling on Monday night's episode when we were talking about the Schwanz trophies. That was.
You should isolate that giggling. It was amazing.
You can send somebody. You can send somebody a dick trophy now. It's amazing. Like
So we were talking about that Monday night, and we had a girl named Emily in the studio,
You know what?
and dude,
You
her
should have a
she was
Schwinn
giggling
Schwanz.
like an 11-year-old,
Oh.
like an 11-year-old Japanese girl. It was hilarious. She
the
was like,
Schwinn Schwanz.
You know,
That's
for
like
your
the Schwinn
slow,
Schwanz.
you need the
The
Schwinn
Schwinn
Schwanz.
Yeah. All right.
A Schwinn full of
the
Schwanz.
slow roll dick of the week.
We're gonna give it to you. That's got to be a thing.
The hilarious thing is that Emily.
It'll just go to the organizer
Is that
every single
.com
week.
available? It's slowrolldickoftheweek.com. Check out GoDaddy. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. This is IT and the D Show episode 94 and a third.
All right, so I guess we're diving back in.
All right, welcome back. Episode 94 and a third. This is IT and the D Show broadcasting live at the Stray Cat Lounge during our first Wednesday event here in Clinton Township, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy here with Dave the Geek.
No, by all means, come on up and talk to us.
Hanging
What do you
out.
need?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a live venue. What's happening?
So you're the one.
All right. We got a couple people listening, we heard.
So you guys enjoying the event? Anything we can do for you? Like, who are you? Like, what are you looking for? What are you here for? Okay. Well, hi.
Have a great job. Brenda and I keep going here.
Okay.
Always be networking, never stop.
We've got these some of the best opportunities I've ever had.
That's
Awesome.
the one thing that makes us upset more than anything is the ones that show up and go, "Oh, I lost my job yesterday." Well, where you been the last year? It's come on. We need get those relationships going because you never know. That's why that's the whole reason we started this thing was, just to meet everyone, hang out with everyone. Good times indeed.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out. Glad you guys made it. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not the most convenient location to get to for a lot of people, but I'm still awfully content here. It's because it's convenient for me, and that's really all that matters.
These are the kind of places that you don't mind driving to.
Right, and you shouldn't, because
Right, it's not
once
like-
you're here, it's nice.
It's not like you're going to Muldoon's. It's not like it's a corner bar.
Right.
It's proper. It's like like I always said. I think I wrote in my Yelp review of this place. If this was in Birmingham,
Oh, it'd kill. You
it'd be
couldn't
like,
get in.
No, you'd be like lying out the door.
Yeah.
Location was not this place's best friend, but it's not the point.
Yeah.
Like I always, we talk about like destinations, like when I talked about like I would drive to go get that Coney pizza. Like I would totally drive. Are you wearing a Dickie Bronson T-shirt?
Are you honestly wearing the Dickie Bronson
Are you wearing
t-shirt?
a Dickie Bronson T-shirt? Oh my God, she is.
Can't hear shit. What'd you say?
So are you honestly wearing the Dickie Bronson t-shirt?
Yes, look,
That's
I love
amazing.
Bronson Bill. It's my rotation. It's one of my favorites.
So Kelly O'Hara Nemzik just walked in. She's been on our show before. She's the artist that we've, coerced, co-opted into a couple of our shows.
Yes,
And we love her from Comic-Con and everywhere else. And
Wait, did I hear you sanction a piece
And-
for our new studio?
the word you're looking for is commission. Commission is the word you're
What did I
looking for.
say? Sanction?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's when you're doing bad things to people.
Oh no, I don't want bad things. No, this is good things.
Come on, Bob.
Are you unleashing it, or is that what you're?
Am I
Oh, no, she hasn't even started it yet, I don't think.
I haven't started
Yeah,
it yet.
no.
No, I can start tonight if you want.
What the hell's taking you so long?
We just talked yesterday.
I don't care.
Thanks, Bob.
So yeah, I reached out to Kelly because she posted something on Facebook, and it was a shot of one of the 3 storms from Big Trouble in Little China, and I was like, want? And she was like, well, it's already sold. And I'm like, you're a typical woman, you're a tease. How do I get that? She's like, well, you would commission it. I'm like, I don't know how that works.
Or sanction it.
Yeah, it's not sanctioned. No, this is not an officially sanctioned match. It's not,
that's
we're
what
not
I was
putting
thinking of.
sanctions on Iraq. It's commissioned.
How do you put sanctions on Iraq? Oh, Iraq.
Iraq.
Oh, I thought you meant Iraq. IAROCK.
Yeah, on the rock.
Yes.
You tell him he's not allowed to say smell anymore. That's
Oh,
how
that
you put
one. Oh, that's a
sanctions.
different rock.
Yeah,
I thought you
different
meant
rock.
okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
So
carry on.
But no, so I reached out and I was like, I want that. I want the 3 storms. I want IT&D and Lightning. And she was like, I can absolutely do that. Let's make that happen. So yes, we're going to make that happen. It'll be in
Bad
the studio.
signal
I'm
too.
so
There's
happy.
there's a few.
Well, there's the other one. And actually you might know somebody, or you might be the person who could do this. So here's the other thing we want. We want on one of the walls, like Whitney be damned. This has got to happen. We want like a Detroit nightline cityscape,
Oh, absolutely, no problem.
and then
hold on.
and then we want our logo coming up out of it like the bat signal.
I can do that.
You could?
Yeah.
And can you do like the Napoleon painting with me with my head on the horse?
Like a steed with.
No, on the horse with the sword and the shield.
Yes.
Like, can you make him a centaur?
Yes.
Oh.
That'd be good.
Oh my God! Have you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen that awful movie Sex Tape with the Cameron Diaz
No, I have not.
and the guy from How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
So we watched it last night, and Rob Lowe is like the boss.
Yeah.
And like every room has like a painting of like Pinocchio, but like instead of Geppetto, it's Rob Lowe's head. And it's like every room. It was like it was one of the funniest characters. You got to watch it just for the Rob Lowe bit. Because he's like, he walks in the house, he's playing Slayer, and he's supposed to be like the CEO type. He's like, let me change it, get in the mood, and he plays DMX. And like every painting, every room's got like, the one is the Lion King, where he's holding up the lion, but it's like it's Rob Lowe's head holding up the baby lion. Those are the things we need in the studio.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah, Kelly's like, I am gonna hook you idiots like nobody's business.
As long as the
It's
check's
gonna make
clear,
my entire year.
Line him up. Line him up.
gonna sell more to you two assholes than the whole Comic-Con.
I got one coming. Thank you.
I feel like the Dance of the Living Dead and Caddyshack scene. Like, hey Ringo, take some lessons. Play something hot. Hey, you're a whole lot of woman. You want to make $13 the hard way? Hey, it's good looking boy, good looking boy. Now I know it's like it's either young.
Do we want color or black and white?
Color. That looks good. I feel like Jeremiah, you leaving?
As I said, I gotta get back to the date.
Witching hour. The pumpkin's gonna explode. You're out of Detroit.
He's been north of 8 Mile for too long. His powers are fading.
If I don't get back south of 8 Mile before 8 o'clock, I vanish. I already used all my hours up earlier this week on your show.
That's right. North of 8 Mile is kryptonite for Jer. That's
You're only a half of, not even, you're 2 blocks north of 8 Mile on our
It
show.
doesn't really count for your show.
Right, I was
Out
gonna-
here, I could have driven to Lansing.
When you can see 8 Mile from the.
He
I can
requires
see
a
you, sir. Get the hell
passport.
out of here.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Congratulations on everything. You guys are the best. And everybody out there in the internet world, keep listening. Later.
See you, Jer. Be
As
good,
long
man.
as you're on the show, they'll keep listening.
So, Kelly, how are you? You want to hop on a mic?
Yeah, sure. I'll hop out.
Is that one live?
Yeah.
Good. What brings you out?
So I'm so proud.
Money?
I've officially commissioned my first piece of art. I feel all grown up now.
That was the.
You can do anything.
Well, I think I told you the only. I never had anything painted. I never had any art in my home until the Flash Gordon painting that was done at not the Comic-Con, the other one.
No, Dave Santia, at Fanfare.
Dave did it in front of Flash Gordon, signed by Flash Gordon.
Oh, that is so
And I paid way too much for it, but I don't care. I totally got. Oh, it was totally worth it.
original. That's awesome.
Well, it's actually his first cousin.
Is it really?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Dave as well?
we knew him before he was cool. And like everybody else, he won't talk to us anymore because now he's too cool.
Now it's like, Dave, pay me Kenny Powers. No, I don't.
$2,500, man.
Like,
Come on.
I remember that Superman at the thing who sold for like the David Prowse Vader sold for $250. I know he was pissed about that, but you know. But I go, I'm angry at myself for not bidding on it because I was just there to bid on Flash Gordon. Here's David Prowse. He signs the Vader painting, and the
Yeah, but he's a cranky little wiener.
He
Let's
sucked.
be honest.
He was not a.
Oh, Dave Prowse is a. Dave Prowse is a cranky little wiener.
He's the guy that
let's
played
be
the
honest.
Vader in the original
Well,
Vader.
no,
suit. Yeah, yeah.
no. He's the guy
Inside.
in the suit.
In the suit, yeah, he walked around. He found out later.
If he ever met James Earl Jones, he would rip his tongue out of his mouth and shit in his head.
But if you've ever heard Dave Prowse talk, you know why they went with Dave.
Documentaries, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they went with James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of wiener envy going on with that guy.
Oh well, he signs everything. Dave Prowse, big giant letters, is Darth Vader.
The real.
Yeah, big giant letters. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you're not. No one knows. I'm not gonna lie. Star Wars junkie like the rest of them. I don't know who the hell that clown was. Like the guy in the Boba Fett suit. I don't give a shit. Like, you know,
Jeremy Bullock.
You're Boba Fett. Like I know, but like you hung out with all those people. Like he was the puppeteer for the stupid sting next to Jabba the
Yeah, he was
Hutt.
the dude in the Nemoidian costumes
Who
in episode
cares?
1. You're not that cool.
Unless
Yeah.
you're like Lando Calrissian, where I can see your mug. Like I don't give a shit. Like if you're behind, he was Stormtrooper number 72. I don't care. Like you're dupa.
He's the guy that bonked his head in the blooper reel that you all watch. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Like, but it's different if like, okay, Kenny Baker. Like, it's different if you're like the guy. But
Right.
if you're like that 3-bit.
Kenny Baker and Anthony Daniels
Right,
get the pass.
you're
'cause
good. Chewbacca,
yeah.
you get you get a pass. But like, yeah,
Because, well, the little bit of shirt, they are the only two people in every single Star Wars episode.
There was that one that stunt guy that I saw a thing. He was a Sand People. He was
Ben
like
Burtt.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like 17. Like when they do that, what's that thing called when they do that? Ah,
That's Ben Burtt's Scream.
yeah, exactly. And then it's like in every movie now.
Wow,
it's
my
some-
nerd is showing. Sorry.
It's some Hollywood. Like I still don't get that joke. Like it's in every movie. Like I watch kids' cartoons. I'm like and I'm like that's the thing from Star Wars. Like stupid. Anyway, so what's keeping you busy these days?
Art mostly. Lots of art.
Us. We're keeping her busy, apparently.
Keeping me employed at the moment.
Good. We like that.
Yeah. Just got some shows coming up this summer. I'll be at the River's Edge Gallery in June.
There's something going on Saturday, no? Or was that last Saturday?
Oh, that was last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do? And I got a business idea for you. We go to starving artist stuff like at the 13 and Gratiot Hotel when they have like the starving artist sales.
You too can buy this motel.
No, and we're
painting.
gonna buy like the Bob Ross paintings, and then Kelly, you're gonna paint like Death Stars and X-wings and shit like that, and like those like the starving artist paintings. Yeah,
Right? There was somebody at Motor City.
the frames are cheaper than the damn.
Had a whole
They were there last year too. We bought everything they had.
No, but this is like you
Yeah,
got to
this-
paint the over like a real paint.
Yeah,
Those were
it was the World War II Star Wars prints.
mashups.
Yep.
Yeah, those were great.
Well, I saw somebody come in that had like her store paintings.
Yep.
Oh no, I didn't know. You're thinking of something different.
Oh.
And had inserted the AT-ATs and the X-Wing fighters, and I was drooling as it was coming through the door because it's something.
No, you bought some
Wow.
like black and white paintings last year that were like World War II soldiers with like yeah, those
Like,
are. I bought I think
With the
6
Star
of those.
Destroyers and the
Right,
in the
right.
skyline in the background. Yeah.
Yes, they were there as well. I did.
But you can get those damn things for $20. It's cheaper to frame.
It's more expensive to frame it
right,
than
right,
it is
right.
to yeah.
Well, it's less expensive.
And then
to
you-
pay for as an artist
Right.
to buy that than a brand new canvas.
Yeah.
It cost me 5 times as
Oh,
much.
absolutely. And then you paint like either like a Jurassic
That's why
Park
we're-
like dinosaur.
We're all special because we're gonna have a Kelly Nemzek O'Hara original in our studio.
That's like amazing.
Did you guys hear they're gonna do another?
Oh, you clearly did not listen Monday night when I ranted my ass off.
Another
about-
what?
Rock?
Screw everything about Hollywood for trying to remake Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, it'll never be.
It's wrong. It's
Can they call it,
wrong. It's wrong.
Can they call it like Big Trouble in Greek Town or something? Or
right.
just make it like
Big Trouble in Germantown.
slight,
Like, just yeah.
slight issues in Germantown. like
We got lost in Koreatown. I know, whatever.
right, but like make it like we were arguing in the first like make it a continuation. Don't make it a redo. Like, don't RoboCop me. Make it like Mad Max. Like you're killing me. You're killing me.
Well, because and the example I keep coming back to is so they're quote unquote remaking Scarface.
Okay.
But is it set in the 1980s? No. Does it have to do with Cuban immigrants coming to the U.S.? No. It's set in Los Angeles, 1920s gangsters.
But you know, Scarface was Capone.
Was Chicago.
Right.
Yeah. So that's not Scarface. Pick a different effing title.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're only picking that title to piss me off.
Yeah. They'll understand that, you know. I just
Like when I'm
pitching movies
scrolling
like that.
through the TiVo guide and I see Scarface, I expect
No.
Hey
happens to me
man,
all
like
the
that's what I
time.
expect.
No, you
Like,
know what I
don't-
envision? I envision in 1980, my grandfather, when they came out with Flash Gordon, going, "Those assholes remade the movie from the 1930s." Like, this stuff is never going to end. They're always remaking crap.
So what you're saying
You
is
know?
we're the old guys now?
Yeah, we're the grandpas. Ching. Because you think about, because you ever watch Flash Gordon from the 30s on like PBS and all that? The cast is identical. Hawkman, Ming, they look the exact same. So now you watch
Better effects.
Oh, way better effects in the 30s version. Voltan. I just had to do that real quick. But you think they're gonna?
So laughably, we were hanging out at God. What the hell's that bar that we were at? It was where do we wind up meeting to have all the business talks for like 4 Fridays in a row? Hamlin pub. There was a guy sitting at the bar who looked exactly like the leader of the Hawkmen, Brian Blessed.
Voltan.
And we're like, oh my dude, like just I've got the recorder in my backpack. Do you think he'd do dive for us if we walked over and asked? No.
But I told we always argue about.
No, we went downtown and got drunk at Jacoby's. That's
Dave hates Jar Jar, but the leader of the Gungans was Voltan from Flash Gordon, his voice. So I'm like, you can't with no Jar Jar, you don't get Voltan as the Misa. That was Brian Blessed. I'm like, so you don't get one without the other.
What? They still
I'll
could
take
have left Jar Jar out.
No. I will take Brian Blessed with Jar Jar over nothing.
Oh, over not Brian Blessed.
Exactly.
Well, and so Ming is in the new one.
He is.
So that'll be the
New Star
the
Wars,
next
not the new
tie-in.
Flash
Yeah,
Gordon.
he's in the new Star Wars.
Is he as Ming?
No, he's a Sith.
Oh.
I don't think they're calling him
What's
Darth
your name?
Ming.
Ming Wong.
Yeah, I don't think they're calling him Darth Ming.
No.
I'm pretty sure they're not.
Oh, they should have been Darth Ming. That would have been freaking awesome. With the ring, because he didn't die. The question mark
then
ending.
then it would be the
I've been
Darth-
waiting since 1980.
Then
The question mark ending.
That would be the Darth Ring.
It could be. All he did was use it to seduce women. It's not like he had powers or anything.
Well, if you had the ring, that's what you'd do.
Right, exactly. That's why he's the best. He's the best bad guy. He had a harem. How many bad guys had a harem? Darth Vader didn't have a harem. He didn't even have a wiener because it got burnt off. You know. No, everything got. Yeah, it was all
Did
gone.
have a lightsaber.
Right, but what I'm saying, like Ming was.
Lopan was trying to build himself a harem.
No.
Girl with green eyes.
No. Yeah,
Good
but
old Gracie Law.
you think about it, Earthling crashes the planet to steal their women, and you kill the guy. I mean, that's freaking
Wasn't
genius.
that like the premise of every 1940s sci-fi movie?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Mars needs women.
How bad does it suck where like a freaking quarterback of the New York Jets freaking destroys your whole planet? Like that, you suck as everything. Like, can you imagine like quarterback from an alien like takes down our U.S. military?
Well, you can't mention that without mentioning the whole Independence Day, MacBooks that can't
The USB stick.
Yeah, MacBooks that can't communicate with 80% of the computers on the planet, but they can perfectly interface with an alien network and upload a virus.
Right, because a damn bot's gonna.
Because movies.
Right. What did you think about the Independence Day? That was probably the worst computer IT scene in probably the history of movies, when they uploaded the virus and the alien ship on a USB stick from a MacBook.
Not as bad as Sandra Bullock in the net.
So, well, I don't remember that.
Not as bad as Sandra Bullock in
What
the net.
happened in that?
That was basically the entire internet could be controlled with a 3-key punch. From a laptop just sitting anywhere.
Or weird science when you go down tunnels when you're going down.
No, that was out. No, that
And you hit the firewall and it's a skull and crossbones. Ah! Stupid.
I did wind up sitting down because I couldn't sleep and I was working on stuff. I wound up watching Hackers again last night.
You in that movie.
Dude, I love that movie. Not just because of Angelina Jolie.
That's the only reason.
It's not the only reason. I mean,
Because of Shaggy. Isn't that what? Wasn't he? Shaggy was in it, wasn't
it
he?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Lillard.
Or Lillard, whatever.
Whatever. But no, I mean,
They're redoing Scream again.
Are they really?
Yes. Wait, is Scream going to be a TV show or is it a movie? I forget. Did you know? They're redoing Scream. I think it's a TV show.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh my God, meat and cheese tray. Yeah, no kidding. What are you going to eat? Libby's, by the way, the best waitress we've ever had in any bar in the history of bars. So
Have another one of these? Thank you.
at the Stray Cat. So hey, we're
And you know what? You know what? Let's be smart. Bring us one of those too, because otherwise he won't be happy.
So speaking of which, it's a couple minutes to 7. The band's gonna go live, so we gotta stop talking.
We're not going to
otherwise,
sit here and just listen to him and talk.
we can listen. Yeah. But we're gonna probably sign off, and we will. I guess
right,
this
we
is
can.
episode 94 and a third, the IT and the D show. We will see you guys Monday for the same old hijinks and hilarity. Give us a listen. itandthed.com. Download our app on Google Play, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's about it. I tried
You can
Periscope.
download our app on Instagram. What?
I tried Periscope out today. I think I had like 4 people on it, but we'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks again for hanging out and listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you Monday night. Life's good.